Good day. I'm Esmery from Flourish Inside Out. A while back, a couple came to see me with regards to issues in their marriage, lack of communication. The husband always complains about the physical aspect that's lacking, and the wife about the connection that's lacking. And it was just a very tough time in their relationship. And before they came for their final session, I just had this unction from the Holy Spirit to take my children's Nerf guns, those plastic big guns that you cock like that, and then there's a little plastic or sponge bullet that flies from them, and both of them had 40 bullets. I gave them each a gun, and I said, for everything that they can say negative against each other or accuse each other with, they must shoot one of these bullets. And they ended up having all these bullets in the middle of the lounge and nothing left for themselves. And I shared with them what the Holy Spirit told me the previous day, and that is that if they use all the ammunition that they were issued with against each other, then the war that they were supposed to fight, the battle they were supposed to fight, was against the enemy in their lives. They're actually supposed to stand back to back and fight against the world together. But if they are aiming the weapons at each other and shooting all the bullets out at each other, there's nothing left for the battle that's actually raging outside. And it was a beautiful picture, and they immediately got it. And it was a stark reminder of what we do in our marriages, in our relationships. We fight with each other, we bicker with each other, we criticize each other, instead of realizing that we're supposed to be in unity and fighting the battle that's outside. Reminded of Ephesians 6 that says our battle is not against flesh and blood, but against the spiritual forces in the heavenly realms. And along with that, it is the idea of the rugby concept that says play the ball, not the man. It's a South African rugby rule. It's an international rugby rule, but the rugby rule says play the ball, not the man. If somebody is not carrying the ball anymore and you tackle them, then it is a foul play, because you're not supposed to tackle the person. You're supposed to follow the play of the ball on the rugby field. And what that means spiritually for us is when somebody comes towards you and attacks you and fights with you, try to separate the person from the issue that is actually behind them. Let's call it the spiritual forces that's behind them. And if you are filled with Christ, you won't be possessed by that spirit, but you can be oppressed by a spirit. There can be something that went wrong in your life, and you partnered with that rejection, or you partnered with the spirit of accusation, or a critical spirit. And if you see this person coming towards you, in this face coming towards you, in this package coming towards you, and you just focus on the person, you will miss out on who the real enemy is. I always see it as a marionette, the puppet master. The person is being controlled by this higher force of, say for instance, rejection, of accusation, and the puppet master is actually holding the strings, and this person is just dancing to the tune that the puppet master is executing. So when somebody attacks you, when there's a fight, when there's a spiritual battle raging, or just a fight raging, realize that it's actually a spiritual battle that is raging, and realize and try to see, ask the Lord for discernment, what is actually behind this fight, because it's not the person. Our fight is not against flesh and blood. It's not the person. It's something that's going on behind the scenes. And if you can start playing the ball and not the man, if you can start discerning between who is actually behind the fight and the person standing in front of you, and you can come in the opposite spirit and say, I see that rejection, but I'm not going to partner with rejection. I come in the opposite spirit of love and peace and joy. You can immediately deflate the situation, and I want to say destabilize the plans of the enemy in your life and in that person's life. And the moment you do that, I've seen it so many times, it actually gives that person a perspective to see that is actually happening, to see that the puppet master is pulling the strings, and to change their behavior as well. I hope this gives you a little bit of an insight into what goes on behind the scenes, and that it will empower you to take action and destabilize the plans of the enemy in your life, so that your relationships can flourish and that you can live in peace. Bless you.